Flying cockroach or rat? Which one are you doing?
Oh, that's the,
all right,
that's two evils.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Let's go.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
People who don't live in Alberta, Canada is Alberta, Canada. More interestingly, though, this is nearly identical to the map of all the places in the world that are swarming with.
Did he just say people that don't live in Alberta, Canada is people?
He was showing them where it's at.
Oh, okay.
Rats. Also pretty much everywhere except for Alberta, Canada. These rats spread disease, they destroy property, and worst of all, they take control of impressionable young French chefs and force them to cook a dish that's basically just soggy vegetables. They're one of mankind's most persistent and damaging plagues. So how did Alberta manage to avoid them? Well, in order to explain why there aren't rats in Alberta...
Now this is gonna probably make you think, right? Or run, or have a roaches or rats. Which one you hitting the bricks for? Which one you running crazy for?
Child, the rats.
A flying cockroach or a squirming rat? Which one are you doing?
Oh, that's the
all right,
that's two evils.
Just want to check. I know it can get crazy. Right, just relax. Let's get to the video.
No, you messed me up with that.
Here we go.
You need to understand why there are rats, well, everywhere else. You see, much like Asian carp, Burmese pythons, and James Corden, rats aren't native to North America, but their presence in our ecosystem has proved equally destructive. The common rat actually originated somewhere around...
Who bought them here?
Rats are... They evolved into kangaroos. They evolved into kangaroos. They just don't talk about it.
Wait, hold up. I think New York is taking a page out of Alberta's book because you know they was having a rat problem.
Bro,
in
New York had it bad.
They're paying people 6 figures. I think that's what I saw to do the same thing they do to take them out.
Why we don't do that like for most
everywhere.
Places? Yeah, I say most places.
We don't need them.
We got cats. Cats like to play around with rats. You know what I'm saying? But
we don't need them.
Mongolia, and began to quickly spread to other parts of the world after the Middle Ages. The shift from wooden structures to brick buildings, and our propensity to fill those brick buildings with cheese, made it easy for rats to take shelter in climates outside their natural habitat, so long as there were human structures there to shelter them. Once a few rats got set...
That's why Tom and Jerry, which one was it? Tom or Jerry? Who was the rat?
Jerry.
Jerry. That's why Jerry was always in the wall? Because who put the cheese in the wall?
I guess, man. But Jerry's cool. He's a cool little rat.
You know what? Sometimes I question the people back in the day. No, actually, I question them a lot. Because what? Oh, Lord.
In one of these new climates, they became nearly impossible to remove. A single pair of rats can multiply to about 15,000 in about a year. When the Industrial Revolution rolled around, we started building a lot more brick buildings and filling them with a lot more cheese, and the rats were able to spread to every single corner of the Earth, except for the bonus continent, Antarctica, a few Arctic islands, and Alberta. Originally, Alberta's rat-free status was thanks to a little variable I call the no one wants to live there factor. Since modern rats are almost completely dependent on humans to support them, this factor did all the heavy lifting until the 1910s, when starting a barley farm in the middle of nowhere became all the rage. Alberta's other natural defense is its unique geography. On 3 sides of its border, it's surrounded by a hefty buffer of hostile landscapes. To the west, you've got the Rocky Mountains, where rats can't survive the harsh high-altitude conditions or lease a decent four-wheeler. To the south, you've got the high plains of Montana, which are too sparsely populated and generally depressing for rats to make it very far. To the north, you've got cold. That leaves the southern section of its eastern border, adjacent to Saskatchewan, where rats could possibly invade. And though it only took my writer like 10 minutes of reading Alberta's government website to figure that out, it took the rats until the summer of 1950 to finally find Alberta's weak spot. When the first few rats were spotted crossing Alberta's border, the government acted quickly. After all, they were already calling themselves, quote, the only rat-free area in North America, and they weren't ready to invest the money in a more enticing tourism slogan. Instead, they established a rat control zone along their eastern border.
Wow.
Originally, the rat control zone was really more of a giant poisoned farmland zone, with Alberta's government dumping 140,000 pounds or 65,000 kilograms of arsenic trioxide onto all of the farms along the border with Saskatchewan. This led to the deaths of countless farm animals and pets,
no, that don't
so naturally
work.
the government discontinued the program for
food.
costing...
That don't work. That don't work.
It was like a sacrifice, bro.
Y'all should have just planted some more barley.
It's like, we take out anything that's going to be in the way of this. We got to stop these rats.
Child, look. Nobody want them.
Yeah, but y'all knocked out the cattle too and the chicken.
Right, that was wrong. That was
Y'all
wrong.
could have moved them
should've
first,
thought that, yeah.
like something like in due time. Because if y'all knew when and where the rats was coming in, all right, let's get this farming and move all our cattle and whatnot over. And I mean, that's money, cattle.
Child, that's
Man,
food.
and food, yeah.
Too much money. Today's program involves a publicly funded team of rat inspectors and assassins who annually inspect every single farm and building in the control zone, upwards of 4,000 premises depending on the year. Now, if you moved to the rat control zone because you thought it sounded like an exotic getaway, you're in for a rough surprise. It's actually a zone where rats are controlled. And by controlled, I mean trapped, gas-baited, or in more extreme cases, dug out with a bulldozer. Now, Sam, you might be saying, surely there are other ways for rats to get into Alberta. After all, you make all those videos about transportation and planes and stuff. Well, to that I say, stop confusing me for that logistics nerd. Like, who even watches videos about logistics? Really, what a waste of time. But to that I also say, yes, good point. Alberta's rat controlling measures do extend beyond just the rat control zone. Firstly, Albertans are banned from owning rats, even domesticated fancy rats, as pets. Only zoos, universities, and certain research facilities are permitted to possess rats. If a rat were to sneak in on a truck or a plane, there's an active hotline, 310-RATS, and an email address, established last year because email is complicated, where any concerned Albertan can report a...
I will be
Pest
that
control.
concerned citizen.
Pest control. See, y'all pest control is like really on guard. Like they really get a lot of work in. I don't think so. Ain't no need to. Ain't no rats out there like that.
For real.
They got a hotline for rats. Rats,
They really-
rats control. How can I help you?
We need to make that global.
Man.
rat sighting to the government, who then investigates it thoroughly.
There's rat can in my
Though
house.
Alberta gets hundreds of these reports every year, most of them turn out to be squirrels or muskrats or a mafioso who was caught wearing a wire. Only a tiny fraction turn out to be the real deal,
Gotta
and
get
those
him out of there
cases
too.
get heavy news coverage, or a 6-minute YouTube video explaining why a rat in Alberta is somehow exceptional. Now, being free of rats isn't the only advantage of living in this giant swath of frozen farmland. Albertans also have access to Canadian Netflix. I mean, they've got Pulp Fiction, The Matrix, The Dark Knight, and what do we have in the US? Like 300 different competitive cooking shows and a Vox series that stole our idea of explaining things. Fortunately, you don't have to move to a beautiful country with free healthcare just to get access to their superior streaming services. All you need is our sponsor, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN makes it quick and easy for you to trick services like Netflix and Disney Plus into thinking that service... Wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was informative.
I mean, we don't deal with rats. You feel me? I can't tell you the last time I seen one. And truthfully, I can't tell you the last time I seen one.
Childhood, but that traumatized me enough.
Understood, but I mean, if we ain't dealing with it, then I feel that we have a good.
Don't talk too fast because
Too fast.
Them random
We
things
don't-
that you see. Something might crawl out the tree or something.
We want to see a rat, but we'll see a rabbit.
Yeah, we see rabbits. Yeah, we have rabbits.
See what I did there?
Yeah, rabbit.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? What's crazy? Like those old movies we used to watch, like when we were younger, when they were in New York, it was based in New York. They would always have like a rat cross the screen.
Or just like at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Or you may have people who deal with field mice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now that's the thing. Field mice. Now if you have rats and field mice are different. So.
Yeah. Well, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, Turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our
Super thanks.
if you like to support the channel that way.
Check it out.
As well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Send in your reaction requests through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.